You're now tuned into STWF TV, the Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
Five, four, three, two, one.
What is going on, people? It's your boy Chill Will. As you see, a little short staff. The fellas are on their way. We got a lot to talk about today. My co-host, who is currently not even here, is Jiggity Jake. And we're gonna have a fun show, or hopefully informative at the very least, about a bunch of topics.
More quiet, you mean?
What was that?
More quiet, you mean?
More quiet. My man is up.
The cat?
The
cat. Oh, I had to switch the room around. I put in the AC unit, so.
Oh, it's that time, huh? That time of year, getting hot.
Oh yeah, it was like 92 today.
It's funny, from like up here in Boston, it goes from like, yo, it's still pretty chilly, like, to you need an AC within like a week.
Yeah, and then I got the AC running, and I'm like, I get out from underneath the covers and everything for chilling, and I'm like, damn, I need a hoodie.
Hoodie season in the room.
It is.
But yeah, man, how's your day going, man?
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, it was one of them Mondays. It was a Monday that Mondayed.
I went all the way to work. It didn't have to work, so Mondays, yes.
Oh damn. Yeah, no, I had a pretty. The hood ain't working. I had a pretty shit day. Me and my brother were absolutely mad at everybody. So I was happy to get off work, come home, order some Domino's. I'm pretty happy and full on pizza.
Pizza? Domino's pizza?
Yeah.
I got Domino's over there too. We got Domino's, but it's like actual Domino's. You're talking about Domino's, aren't you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, there's a place called Domino's.
I bet it's better.
Probably. It's mom and pop. So
hey, look, it was decide that or Papa John's, and the kids wanted Domino's, so that's what we did.
We have a bunch of stuff to talk about today. Let me see. Stuff like biggest sports. Someone asked us, is the biggest sports week. See, I got sent an itinerary for this show, and I don't know where any of these topics are going. So
I'll be the timekeeper.
Yeah, the timekeeping, I couldn't believe he did that. I was like, did Jake write this?
Yeah, you'd think I did it. Only show that ever had that was the what was that podcast called?
It was our podcast.
Yeah, I know. What was it called, though? I forgot already.
Tap Out. Tap is how bad. We stopped doing the Tap Out. We forgot what the name was. It's terrible.
It's been probably a year.
Yeah.
But no, let's see. Biggest sports week yet. Yeah, we're in the conference championships of two sports right now.
Yeah, so I guess that's why he would call it the biggest sports week. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that guy. But yeah, we're in the conference championships of two sports. We have the biggest spectacle in racing going on this Sunday, the Indy 500. I mean, no, come on, dude. It's the Indy 500. It's the Indy 500. Crazy. Come on.
Indy's crazy.
But damn, dude, I really don't like this light.
Is that the light that I like?
No, it's the other light, but I feel like I'm closer to it. I'm also in a corner. There's going to be some
nobody puts baby in the corner.
There's going to be some finagling going on with this setup. But yeah, no, it's big in race week. It's big in hockey, big in basketball. I mean, the spring training's already started. I mean, there's just a lot going on in the sports world, and
Mike said it felt like 90 in Connecticut today. Sucks to suck. Move out of that shitty state.
Yeah, really. And I'm not quite sure who all's here. Brandon and
Brandon Mike, here. He says no football, no sports. So
I'm supposed to ask my friends in the audience, what's the biggest story this week? Don't say Aaron Rodgers. You'll piss Will off.
Yeah, you will. And that's not even a goddamn story. It's a reoccur. It's like herpes. You just keep coming back.
Yeah, dude. You see, look, my way of saying that is, yeah, my way of saying that was like, it's like a zit on your ass. No matter how many times you pop it, it keeps coming back.
You should stop popping zits in your ass, bro. It's weird.
I don't have none of them. Get out of here.
Last week in the EPL could determine the champion, Arsenal or Man City. Oh, so even more. Even
Go
more
Arsenal.
bigness this week. Hell of a week in sports, huh? Right now, I'm watching Spurs Thunder. Spurs are up 11-3. I love that. You know how happy I would be if the Spurs won this series?
I'll be cool with it.
Because I've already said that this team is next up, and that whatever little dynasty that OKC is trying to start, I don't think it's going to get off. I don't think it's going to get off the ground because of the Spurs. I think the Spurs are going to be unbelievable for as long as he stays there. And people always say if Wemby stays healthy, I was even about to say it. Truth is, they got the type of team around him. It may not even matter though.
Hey, even with the backup center, big white boy number 7. I mean, he was even able to hold it down.
Big Lukey. And then they have 2 wings that only just need more experience because they're young as hell. And they still got De'Aaron Fox. The team's nice, man.
Sure.
So yeah, let's I'm gonna try to pull some stuff up and see if we can talk. So biggest game. Oh, so that was his response to that.
Yeah.
So Arsenal or Man City.
And I already put my input. Go Arsenal.
I don't really rock with Ars. And I think his son rocks with Man City, so shout out to Man City. But it's Liverpool over all of them bums. So,
hey, that's what Jamie would say too. But I was told by one Tyler Speed, and even my wife at one point, "Hey, you need to pick a different team. You hated on Liverpool for so long, but all because Jamie likes them now doesn't mean that you get to hop on the bandwagon." So
it's your wife.
I'm on a coin flip between Arsenal and Newcastle. I don't know which one I'm gonna root for.
Go Dortmund.
That sounds like such a white boy team to like.
They have ridiculous jerseys too. They're like bees.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I think that's Dortmund's jersey. It might be.
If I'm wrong, it's got the big like BVD on it, right, or something like that.
Probably. LOL. He said Cameron is he's an Arsenal fan.
Let's go.
That's right. And his team can win both EPL and the Champions Leagues over the next 2 weeks. All right, I guess for this I'll root for Arsenal. I don't really rock with none of them though. It's Liverpool. Get it right.
Arsenal's just a cool name, but nevertheless, hey, before we get started and rolling with all the topics and everything, like, share, subscribe, follow your boys, get our names out there, continue to build the brand. Follow all the socials on Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter.
Knowing
my name. I don't want anyone knowing my name at this point.
WW. Anyway,
it's literally on my thing. Chill, Will.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Right above Dale sucks.
What we always start out with, Will, WNBA?
Yes, we do. Let me pull up some WNBA news.
I'll tell you right now, Dallas is up 9 points in the second with 1:25 to go against the Mystic.
Okay.
Dallas Wings are our sport, so we will always give you the updates and news on them. They stand 1-2 at the start of the season, hoping to pick up a win and get above 500 again here.
So I got a little article here from WNBA's website. 5 things I like week 1, 2026. And the very first story, and I'm glad it is the first story, Olivia Miles, early Rookie of the Year campaign. Yo, when I tell you
domination,
he is dirty on the court, it is crazy. Like, she looks like a vet. Honestly, we follow WNBA. Some of us follow more than others. But I more follow a few teams and a few players. Like, I'm not privy to the entire league or every player. There is players that I watched in college that I know, but I did not see her coming. And when I saw her play, I was like, oh, she's a veteran, right? Not rookie. I mean, they have a veteran point guard who's really good in that team who immediately was like, yeah, no problem. I'll move to shooting guard. That's supposed to be my natural position anyway, because of how good Olivia Miles is. Also, I love the afro, man. Like, she's doing the afro right.
Yeah, no, they already have 2 veteran guards there in Kayla McBride and Courtney Williams that she's just going to learn and soak in on everything. But there's not much that you need to teach her because she's already a dog. She was
she'll learn how to be a pro. She's going to be teaching them how to play point because she is different.
She was great at TCU, but she got her name at Notre Dame, and she could have been the number 1 pick. She should have been the number 1 pick, maybe. But we have yet to see
because that team already has a point guard. But yes, I see what you mean. She was good enough to be a number 1 pick.
She is that good, and I think she literally got drafted by the perfect team for her.
What do we think, though? What do we think about her starting right away, obviously, and AZ not starting?
Well, she didn't play the second game, so I feel like she had some kind of lingering knee issue, and this is also a problem when you go back and look at the track record. AZ's had 2 knee surgeries. All right,
Mm-hmm.
that was a problem. That no one, everyone, we kind of skated over that when we were talking about the draft. Is that this is a
Mm-hmm.
damaged goods coming into the team. I actually like that Awa Fam that was drafted third, I believe, overall. I think that would have been a great pick for the team. I think the AZ parrot was just kind of like a pipe dream UConn fans like myself had, and now we're not reaping the benefits of what we thought we were going to get when it came to
Not
Dallas.
yet. Not yet.
But
It's still super early.
exactly, it's super early, but she's not starting. She's already missed a game, and her showings haven't been that great. 3-point percentage is down. All points mainly coming from the free throw line. But you gotta adjust to the league. I mean, this is pros now. This ain't college where you're going against bums of the Big East every game.
Yeah.
So
I think the one scary thing about the whole situation, like you said, the knee injury, obviously. So you're coming off knee injuries, surgeries and stuff. You're being the first overall pick, which is automatically a lot of pressure.
mhm.
And then you're the first overall pick, and everyone is wondering, should she be, or did she go because her girlfriend's there? So I think she's compounded pressure on herself.
Mhm.
But pressure makes diamonds, man. So we'll see how that plays out. I think AZ gonna be fine though.
I do too. I'm not very worried about it. I think she's just in an adjustment period. And I would like to say that I'm not quite sure about Iowa Fam because I'm literally forgetting what team she got drafted by. But the fourth overall pick is coming off the bench, Lauren Betts. Iowa Fam, I'm assuming, is also coming off the bench. Olivia Miles in the top 4 picks is the one that went into immediate start position. So,
And didn't just go to immediate start, went immediately to cooking.
yes. So, I mean, it's the number 5 pick, Gabriela Jaquez. She's been going off. She's coming off a 20-point game. I mean, some players just go to better situations. They needed a 3 in Chicago. That's literally where she went and started playing, and she's been cooking there. We're not. I mean,
Yeah.
she's my number 2 right now for Rookie of the Year next to Olivia Miles, but the gap
Oh
is
yeah.
so massive.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, she's definitely gonna finish second at this rate. You know,
Yeah,
she stays healthy and playing at this rate, yeah. Because
and that's
like,
the thing. She's the Energizer Bunny. She was the
mm,
Energizer Bunny of the UCLA team, and she's the energy bunny of the Chicago Sky. But that's not. She's not just that. You'd think that's an all energy player, but that's all energy player is putting up 20 points a game, getting
yeah,
plus 5. Yeah,
she's an
go ahead.
energy player who's giving you work like buckets. So
Exactly. I mean, she's getting. Let's see. Just the stats. She's 6 foot, so she can get rebounds, and she's getting 8 rebounds. The assist totals are out the gate right away. Great. I mean, these two were literally the best picks in the draft. One went 2, one went 5. I mean,
I
they're
mean,
playing to what they were
yeah,
drafted for.
yeah. The draft is not. There's no science to the draft, man.
No
It's literally just
team
player
needs.
fit.
Yep,
Yep. Like
exactly.
and can you hoop? And we will find out.
It
And
is. It's bugging me that I don't know where Iowa Fam is playing. I'm going to look that up real quick and see if I can find some stats real quick.
yeah, do
She
some
was she
smart
was
things. Do smart
she was
things.
she was the overseas player that everyone thought the Wings were going to be in or was going to end up taking. She's playing for the Storm. Let's see. She might not even be playing because from what I just saw on Wikipedia, she don't even got a number.
Well, then, it's just one of these players who get drafted and don't even play for the team. It's crazy.
Man, we don't need another Hashim to be. Come on
W,
now.
yeah, I mean, even Hashim got in the games for the
He,
Grizz. He didn't play very much.
yeah,
No, what we
I'm
don't.
not. I'm
No,
not
we
saying
don't got
that.
to compare it to the NBA. What we don't need is more of what the WNBA loves to do, where they draft people and cut them by the season's end, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is nuts. But shout out to Kate Martin. She's making the most of her opportunity in Golden State.
All right, we got other things to talk about this. Portland Fire finally get the first W. So I guess they weren't they weren't winning much, and yeah, they got a dub out here. Nice. On the 12th. And yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, with that, there's also no more winless teams in the WNBA, so good for them.
yeah, good for them. Get off the snide. Potential finals preview. So they're showing Vegas and Atlanta.
Got broads in Atlanta.
I got broads in Atlanta. Well, we can get canceled for that one. It's funny, but it's good.
And the face you got frozen right now is hilarious.
Oh, I'm frozen. I'm frozen on some. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, dang! I was about to take a screenshot. You unfroze that quick.
Damn,
yeah,
no,
that Aces in Atlanta Dream game ended 85-84. Chelsea Gray made a go-ahead jumper with 3.6 seconds left to get the Aces past the Dream. Apparently, Angels doing good down there, huh? Not really. 29 minutes, 9 points. Not much.
Angel's a good player. She's just not a very skilled player. That's the problem. Like, when you talk about energy, that's somebody who's all energy. She's in there. She's grabbing boards. She's missing shots. She's grabbing more boards. She's taking terrible shots. But, like, she is. I said it from the beginning, and no one wanted to hear me out. No one wanted to make the comparison. She's Dennis Rodman.
Damn. You're right.
In like every way, even off the court with her being like all about the media and attention seeking and all that. She's Dennis Rodman. I keep telling people this.
Man, I didn't realize it.
Tukey, you didn't let me know Tuke was in here.
I can't see nothing. I'm on an iPad.
Oh,
Sorry,
right.
man.
We need you for this. We need you for all of this. How long were you back there?
I've been letting y'all cook for 16 minutes and 42 seconds. Well, no. Yeah, 16 minutes, 42 seconds. But it's all good, man. You know, I was liking it. I was backstage, man. It's all good, though. I had to wait to get headphones. So technically, I would have been like kind of like squeaky if I wasn't to come on. So
you better stop acting like you know my brother. You got my voice. Text me. But I should have seen it. I'm running the show. I should have seen it.
I could have messaged y'all and told me to let me in, but I was liking how y'all was cooking in it. I was gonna hit y'all up in a bit, but
we needed you for this. So it's your time to cook. The floor is yours.
What y'all talk about?
So right now we talk.
Right here?
Yeah, these two teams. People are calling this potential finals preview.
It definitely has some stairs climbing yesterday in this game. Vegas led most of the game. Dream came back. I was surprised by that. Almost turned the game off, and then one basket kind of saved it. My thoughts from this game. The Aces did a phenomenal job during the offseason to get Shannon Carter. And they played in the Manu Ginobili role coming off the bench as a sixth man. And there's no bench player in the league that can stop him. And as much as the Aces are still getting through the hangover, I feel, she's not. She's fresh. So that's good for them to have as the season starts, and the rest of the people will go gelling. Chelsea Gray, Audrey Wilson, they had good games yesterday. For the Dream, this can't get beat like this to Italian teams like this. You want to be a team at the end of the season that's competing for a championship, but this is not how you go up against the world champions. It's early. Angel Reese, another game in which it's big time. 1 for 8 from the field. You had your 9 points. She had a few rebounds, but
she was 1 for 8.
1 for 8 yesterday from the field.
She building the house out there in Atlanta.
So she's continuing. I think this season, honestly, I mean, it's 3 games, 4 games in. It's the same style. The offense is not developed, but in opportunities in games, she's gonna get hers, and that's cool. And what Will said, Dennis Rodman to a T, with a little bit more points on the board, but that's because of the competition.
Yeah. Dennis Rodman with more of a jumper, which isn't great because he had no jumper.
but early in the season, she's acquainted to her team with her style. It definitely helps teams out more than it doesn't. The Liberty is still the top team.
I think Atlanta's going to be a great place for her. I think she's going to get better there. I do.
No, she's definitely going to get better there. Definitely going to get better there, for sure. And I feel like, unlike the Sky, where she's the number one piece, she doesn't have to be the number one here. And that can help her develop her game to one day be the number one on your team that can do everything and be more efficient. And you don't have to even score 90 million points. Just be efficient on that side.
We don't even need you to be the number one. Just keep being Rodman and just build a team around what she's able to do.
On that side.
You know, that's like Tuke said, with a player like Alicia Gray on that team that can bring out scores. Then you have a guard like Tahina Paopao who can also score but facilitate the rock. I mean, that team is bound to be good. And they also had great rookie production from Medina Acote. I mean, she's coming off the bench scoring 14 points. And this is a center that can play right next to Angel Reese that can score with her.
Yeah.
So
if I was Atlanta, I would try to build my roster in the next coming years. If you think she's going to be around, I would try to build my rosters with rebounders and 3-point shooters. And obviously you got to play some defense, clearly. But like, you put shooters around her, because that's one thing I do give her credit for. And one thing that I say that if we're making the Rodman comparison, she's better than Rodman at. She can pass. She got vision. She can make some pass. Now, sometimes she gonna throw some terrible passes because she got to create a mind for the passing game. So sometimes she tries to make passes that aren't there because she has the athleticism to do so. But yeah, she can pass the ball. Just let her rebound, man. And let shooters shoot and let her rebound. I think that's going to be the best fit for her. But yeah, that's a possible preview. What else we got? So the story for the first week of the season is hot offenses and porous defenses. But like,
that's what you need.
Well, you want better defenses than what's going on. So they're basically saying that the offenses are the offenses hot or the defense is whack. I think it's a little bit of both right now because defense is a unit. Like, you have to play together on defense. Offense, you can have a guy go ISO and get you some buckets, you know? But on defense, you got to play as a unit. And I think early in the season, teams just aren't up to speed yet total, like, as a group. And so, yeah, you're going to get some. But they came out the gates going crazy, though. Like, what's it say right here? Yeah, we got 110. Oh, yeah, 110.2 defensive rating, which isn't going to cut it.
Yeah, definitely isn't going to cut it for sure. And you got to realize, too, and this year, last year, you're seeing offenses tick a bit. And you're going to continue to see that with the gifted talent that hopefully we remain to see come in the WNBA. And it's competition on competition. And we can deal with it in the regular season. Playoff time, this can't happen. Because whoever's giving up 100-something points, 80, 90 points, you're going to the crib. Simple.
Right.
Unless you're scoring 120, but yeah, you can't allow too many points. We already seen a lot of bar burners. Seen the fever in the overtime the other night, almost in the overtime in their first game. You're seeing the high octane offenses, early, and that's dope to see. I like it for the set right now. Like, eventually, you're gonna have to D up, because we see what the NBA product's doing with no defense during the regular season. People don't want to watch; they go watch YouTube or whatever. You don't want to be the WNBA. People just going to watch YouTube to see what happens. You want people to actually pay attention to it.
I can dig it.
Halftime update, Wings up 38-29 against the Mystics.
Yes, and that's a good matchup. Definitely. Their guards definitely got to be on it this game for sure. The Mystics do carry
I was
a little
right
bit
there.
momentum. So we're going to talk
It's
about
Washington.
the Mystics. Gonna go on it.
It's Washington Mystics, correct?
Yes.
And last on our 5 things that we liked in the first week, Washington's core still on the rise. Anyone who saw Sonia Citron and Kiki Irifanes season last year knew what was coming into this season. Right now, Citron has been shooting the lights out, bro. She's averaging 24 a game, shooting 60% from the field. Her 1.7 steals and 1 block per game are making her look more and more like the 3-and-D phenom that college scouts figured she could become. Now, I want to be very clear. I label a lot of people 3-and-D. 24 points a game. I'm sorry. You're not doing that just 3-and-D. I don't believe it. So she got to be doing a little more than that. But, yeah, man, she's cooking. And we got a couple other players like
Picking up Cody McMahon was outstanding for them.
Is it her name's Cody McMahon?
Yeah,
yep, Cody McMahon,
Cotie.
She came as the second player in franchise history to post 10 points and 5 rebounds in their debut game. So shout out to her. The Mystics, there's a team that I thought after last year they had some good young pieces, and I'm like, with some extra pieces in this draft, they're going to be decent. They showed a lot of grit and proved a little bit of that in Friday's win against the Fever. Drew out all that. And then they played a competitive game, I believe, against the Dream, where, you know, Angel was definitely feeling the wrath of Kiki Ivory. And then along, like what Jake said, with Celia Kintron, they are a good rising team that's going to continue to rise, I feel. I like where they are right now, especially in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, and this team isn't quitting in overtime either. They lost one. Was it lost? Did they lose that one? Yeah, they lost an overtime game to the Liberty, and Liberty is one of the best teams in the league right now. And then they beat the Fever at the Fever in overtime.
They're 2-1 and looking good, and they're
on the low
by halftime. Yeah, shout out to the Mystics. I hope they're on the rise because their Wizards sure as hell ain't.
I mean, you go ahead and you look at that team. They had 3 first-round picks. One of them starting, and it was their 3rd first-round pick. Cody McMahon's the one starting. While
that's a great point, Jake, unfortunately, in the WNBA, that don't mean shit because you can get cut in your first season.
Oh, so yeah, no, I'm not saying
crazy.
that.
That is dope. But that is dope that they have 3 first rounders. Yeah.
You know, but I'm not saying that as a bad thing anyway. They were able to draft. What's up?
Is that Unk at the Mystics game? Unk at the Wings game?
That's bad.
Shout out to SCW Media at the game.
But the thing is that they built for bigs, so now they've got bigs on their team to go along with their guards. They've got Betts, Angela Dulich, I think her name is, both from UCLA, by the way. And then they go out and pick out Cody McMahon. I mean, this team is they're built young, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're going to get it together and they're going to end up being a great team, I think.
I wonder if Deluge is related to the tight end in the NFL. Probably not. Although
another team to look out for as the season progresses, they're starting good early, and that's the Chicago Sky. Y'all mentioned segments a couple tracks back. Gabriella Jaquez, she's balling. And aside all that, you got Skylar Diggins, Rakeem Jackson. Hopefully she's okay after last night's injury. And Cardozo's like, word. Angel Reese is gone. Word. This is more tick for me. So far, 3-1 for the Sky. A couple years ago, they fired their coach. Last year, they traded probably their most valuable piece and let go of, you know, one of the hotties in the WNBA, Haley Van Lith. And right now, first couple weeks of the season is looking okay. So let's see how they can keep that up.
Now, on to the topic that Will and Two can't wait to get on. Let's talk about these NBA playoffs.
Not really, Jake, because the Lakers and the Celtics are gone.
We gone. Everybody done gone fishing.
They can be gone all you want, but we still got to talk about it. So what do we want to talk about?
It. It's not going to be as lucky.
We got conference championship starting up now. Spurs, OKC. We'll just start there. We'll start in the West. What do you think? How y'all see this going, man? Like, who y'all picking to win, and how many games, and what's going to be the key factors?
I'm taking the Spurs in 6.
Okay.
You know me, I gotta have a little two-quam backtrack to this series before we get to reality, which is tonight. The Spurs did beat the Thunder, I believe, 3 times during the regular season, and they beat them in some very high-octane games. Though we say the regular season, the NBA Cup, for what it's worth, it was a competitive showdown. Then they had beat them a couple of days before that. So we enter this series now where the Thunder is kind of coasting. They swept Phoenix.
They played some schmoes.
They swept LA. For the Spurs, 5-game series against the Timberwolves. And you had who they play in the first round?
I think it was the Blazers.
Blazers I think they went 6 with the Blazers. Wemby got suspended midway through the series and all that. But now we got in reality. And what this stands for, the Thunder trying to be one of the next dynasties in the NBA. Like I said, they've been clicking. They've been rolling. 2-time MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Williams is back for this series. And the bench players got to play how the bench players been playing. That's the key to the series. You can't let the other bench on the other side, which I feel like is even or maybe a little better, overtake y'all in the Spurs. So that's the key in the series for them, and as well for Chet and Hansteen and the rest of those big men to not fear Victor Wembanyama. You can't fear him.
Good
We know
luck.
that he's 7'5".
He's swatting
We know that
everything in
he's
there.
standing up, but that's one thing they have to adjust to. Obviously, is him and that Spurs defense as a whole. San Antonio.
Oh, go ahead, too. Sorry.
San Antonio. I mean, once we seen what this team was really doing, we said this might be one of the two teams here in the conference finals. They are. Keys for them to win is not go away from what got you in. And that's collective from everybody. No De'Aaron Fox tonight in game 1, sprained ankle, but it's okay. This is why you went in the draft last year and got a top 5 pick at the guard position, because now he can move back and play that little backup role for the Saints, but then when Fox come back, he can go slide back in his position. And that's the thing about the Spurs, depth. And this series has a lot of depth on both sides. The team whose depth sustains and gives the most, go win this series. Right now, it's looking like it's the Spurs right now. They're up 36-29, 9 minutes left in the second. If I had to pick a winner for this series, I'm going to pick Thunder. I'll pick Thunder and 6.
I don't mind it. You gonna say something, Jake?
I was going to tell you this is one of those matchups when these guys were both getting drafted that I said I was looking forward to. Chet versus
Chet and Wemby. Yeah, that's been an ongoing thing. What I'll say is, I think we came into this season, everyone thinking that OKC was stepping into becoming the Tim Duncan Spurs, like that. Like, we were looking at a team that has depth, good coaching, a star player that plays the game, well, mostly the right way when he's not flopping. When he's not flopping, he's playing the game amazing. He's brought back the mid-range for like a handful of players. I think he just core values as a human, as a guy, even on and off the court. I think Shea's a really good dude, good ambassador for the league.
He just wears weird sunglasses.
I think we were looking at him. He's
the man. Jake, he's the man. He's the man. He's a killer, and we can say whatever he wants.
Already gonna get mobile.
A lot of great players in this league, and over the history, a lot of great players in this league have gotten momentum their way, and he has so much momentum going his way. It's wild. But this roadblock right here in the conference finals is the ultimate roadblock for him to win a second title in a row.
So, like,
it's gonna be all entertaining. This is wild.
I think we came into this year looking at OKC like, could they be the next Spurs dynasty? Like that type of dynasty. I think OKC looks more like the Pistons with Chauncey and them. I think the Spurs are going to be the Spurs dynasty. That's how good I like this roster. That's something I like to. I'm still going to take OKC in this series. The reason being is I think these two teams are very well matched. I think they have a lot of similarities, a lot of depth on both teams. I think what it's going to come down to is a lot of big moments. And I think those big moments, OKC is more prepared for. They've been here before.
Alex Caruso was going off.
That's what Alex does. Alex is the thorn in everybody's side that he plays. He plays 94 feet of defense when you need him to. And he hits every big shot that you need him to. I want the Celtics.
He shows up insane in the playoffs for whatever team he is.
Big playoff guy. And I think because he's moved around a bunch of teams, he doesn't have fear in anyone else's building.
My man has no rival. My man has no rival, man. You're right, Mike. But I agree. Came in at the same time. They both came at the same time. The rivalry is more about their size and the rivalry, the quote unquote rivalry, is more that they're very similar style players.
Yeah, their skill set's the same.
It's very much sick. But one of them is way better, obviously. Like
one is 7'5". One is 7'5". The argument's over, and he got some game. To SCA is a product of the weekend. He's not a product of the weekend NBA era. He's not. And even if he is, he's what it is now. He's the guy. This is why I say it's a business. So no matter how much he goes, there's always going to be a guy that's the guy. Now, if you feel like he's weak, challenge him. I don't think nobody can challenge him. Anybody that's
when you challenge him, he flops.
Here's the thing, Here's the thing. The flopping's annoying. I get that. But guess what? I don't think people understand. Y'all can complain about flopping all you want. I promise your favorite player also does it. I guarantee it. Every player in this league at some point flops. Does he flop the most? Yes. Last year when he was doing all that flopping, you could take away every single free throw that he made last year, and he still led the league in points.
You know what I just thought about, too? I'm not even going to listen to Mike when it comes to flops. He likes soccer. So anyway,
not to mention, no. I'll do you one better, Jake. I'll do you one better. He loves Marcus Smart, the biggest fucking flopper that this generation has ever seen. And the only reason he's not criticized for it the way Shea is because he's not scoring 30 a game and being an MVP. That's the only reason. We've seen him get tapped and literally launch himself into the air and draw a foul. Marcus Smart's the worst flopper in the league, and it's one of his favorite players.
Hey, shout out, Mike. We love you.
Hey, man. Shay's the man. He gonna keep being the man. His MVP this year, the MVP award, I just want to speak on in 15 seconds. Basically, it was K. K got hurt. So then you had a 3-week exhibition of who could have been it. But I think they got something bigger for Wemby, so they gave it to Shea. That's my opinion on it. Wemby could have won it. Shea could have won it. Joker could have won it. It was K's, man, before he got hurt. And if K didn't get hurt, it would have been his.
To tell Dylan Harper to stop driving to the lane because Chet got him a couple of plays ago and Hartenstein just got him now. Stop driving.
Yeah. Also, I just realized something. My man is in the chat, and though I love him in the chat, if he's not busy,
take that.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got another NBA conference finals on the other side that was just announced last night as the Cleveland Cavaliers defeat the Detroit Pistons in Detroit in the Game 7. We still got the Game 7 heroics of James Harden, and I mean that in the most opposite way than heroic. But the Cleveland Cavaliers did get it done. The Detroit Pistons offense, as was mentioned, was probably going to be the downfall to them losing at all in the NBA playoffs and being eliminated. And that was their fault last night as Cleveland won by about 30 last night.
Mike said, and Marcus Smart flop, but he's not even top 15 in modern era floppers. Not for a lack of trying, only for a lack of playing time.
Nah, Miz. There was one
he's
point.
Bad, bro.
There was one point for like a 2-year stretch where he was bad. Like it was bad. And Marcus Smart's my guy. Shout out to Marcus.
I love him. I love it. And you can't tell me it wasn't working because in those 2 seasons you're talking about, actually it was like 3 or 4. In those 3 or 4 seasons, he was leading the league in charges taken. Now, I say he was taking a lot of those charges, but he was flopping too, bro. You gotta stop.
Yeah, he definitely. The Cleveland Cavaliers play the New York Knicks. That series will start in New York, I believe, tomorrow night. New York has been off for almost 2 weeks. Definitely going to be energy going into Game 1 against the Cleveland team who's been playing every other day for the last 2 weeks. Fellas.
Sorry, Jake's a fool.
Eastern Conference,
man. Jake, I'm telling him. Jake texts me. He's leaning in like this. Jake's like, yo, my forehead's massive. And I'm like, yeah, well, back the fuck up, bro. Why are you hugging this
Got
camera?
the dome.
Hey, so everyone's complaining about the play of James Harden. Is he really playing that bad? I ain't watching nothing.
Nah, he's playing.
He's doing classic Harden in the playoffs. He had a good game after everyone talked shit, but then he was trash.
He had that Game 5 that was decent. Better than the expectations, and then Game 6 and Game 7 he draggled for sure. Good thing this year he had somebody else who could put the ball in the rim in Donovan Mitchell.
Problem is that every time this happens and Mitchell has to go full takeover, don't get me wrong, that is his job as their franchise player.
Yeah, but my
problem is that this has always been their problem where they have to rely on him. And if you bring in Harden because of his experience and you're still having to rely on Mitchell, well, then why is Garland playing in LA when he could be playing here?
I'm going to be real.
So
I'm going to suck to say this, man. Go ahead, Jake.
So are we going to say that the one player that needs to step up for either of these 2 playoff series has got to be James Harden then?
It's got to be him now.
I'll take it one step further. He's the only guy who can't not show. He has to show up. Not even for their team. Fuck the team. For his career and how we remember him and his legacy, he needs to pop off in some kind of playoff series.
Did he win an MVP?
He won it.
I think he won 2. Did he win 1 or 2?
He won 1.
1. Okay. He won 1, and I'm pretty sure he was in the running for like 1 or 2 others where he was killing. Because there was a point in the league where he was averaging like 30 and almost triple double.
Back in Houston, right?
Yeah, his Houston days were phenomenal. He was unguardable. Now, part of that was the rules. They bailed him out with all these fouls. But like I get it, the flopping, the extra foul calls. The players just adapt to the league. If the league wanted to have better games and have them play harder, stop calling ticky-tack fouls. They can do that. They're choosing not to.
Well,
his offensive game kind of falls to me, and he's a great offensive player. But I think his offense, especially in the playoffs, it's kind of fool's gold for himself. And defenders are like, word up. It's a half-court game. This is not going to work. In the regular season, like I said, you see Cleveland with a good record. It's going to work. I want to shout out the big men. Allen, because I want to shout out Allen. I want to shout out Mobley throughout this whole series. No bull crap. Especially Allen last night, man. Allen's a guy that we don't ever expect to fit the ball in the bucket. We didn't expect him to go out there and play hard. And the bigs of Cleveland offensively came big.
Dude, Jared Allen and
Mobley
are unbelievable. These two guys are unbelievable.
It turns out, if you're athletic, tall, and you actually put in effort, you can get buckets without being a highly skilled player. Jared Allen, I would never let him put the ball on the floor. He can't dribble. And I would never put him in the corner for an open 3. No. But all the offensive boards, he's going to get them. He's going to put them back. He's catching alleys. Bro, when he was free agent, I wanted the Celtics to go after him so bad. And that feeling has only increased since he's been playing with Cleveland. He is every team in the league, aside from maybe the Spurs, and even the Spurs would find a way to make it work. Every team in the league would take Jared Allen on their roster and love him.
And then you got a dominant 4 in Mobley who is athletic and can score at the 4 position.
And can shoot the 3. I love the team. My problem with Mobley is the same problem I have with Triple J, which is you guys are too talented to disappear in games the way you do. Cat too. Another extremely talented big, sometimes just vanishes in game. You can't do this. You're too good to vanish.
What's up, Miz, man?
What's good, Mizzo? Mizzo's in the house. What up?
What's up, lads?
Brother?
Now, we obviously brought you in because we were talking NBA, so before we transition to the ice, you got anything you want to speak on with the NBA side of things?
We got to get our next Cleveland prediction.
I haven't watched a single game since the Celtics were cheated out of the playoffs, but pretty much if Boston doesn't win, the Lakers can't win. So my main thing is complete. Yeah. But I can't
you sound like me.
I cannot stand the thought of OKC winning another one. And I can't stand the thought of the Knicks and those obnoxious scumbags winning a title. So by default, I have to go, hope San Antonio pulls through. I don't even want to win. Like, that's a shit team, shit city. Fuck them. They don't deserve it either. Like, they haven't suffered enough.
Hey, I guess throughout the 2 games, and I had to pick one of these 4 teams. Hey, I'm from Ohio. I guess I should root for the Cavs.
Hey, you root for the Cavs to beat the Knicks though in the series?
So with the teams left, you got Cleveland, you got New York, you got San Antonio, and you got OKC. Do you think there's any possible chance in hell that the NBA lets Cleveland go to the finals over the Knicks?
Without LeBron? Nah.
Thank you. Good point. There's I think Cleveland is fighting uphill. I don't think the league is rigged, but I think in close moments, they'll make some executive decisions. I think Cleveland is fighting uphill. They want the Knicks in for viewership, and mainly they want the Knicks in for viewership because the West is sending somebody from either Texas or Oklahoma. Like, these are not giant markets.
Right.
San Antonio is not the biggest market. It's big enough, but it's not a big market.
And Cleveland's super small market, so that wouldn't work for them at all.
Right. So if you want markets watching the finals, you're going to have the Knicks, and you're going to have the Frenchmen. I think it's gonna be. Ooh,
this
did I
is
talk myself out
why.
of my OKC pick? I might have.
This is why this is crazy. This is why it's wild because it's all lined up for New York. All lined up right now. Like it's lined up, especially what happened last year in the Eastern Conference Finals. This is the Eastern Conference Finals again, and you're here with 2 weeks rest. You're at your probably the health. I mean, Anunoby, hopefully he's okay, but you're at the healthiest right now. And I feel like I can't root for the Knicks because I'm not gonna, But something tells me.
I refuse.
Yes, that too. But this gives me giving Cowboys vibes all year with this team in the playoffs. It be giving Cowboys vibes. If this team right here gets to the finals, I have to have some type of belief that soon my Cowboys could too, because they as cursed as the fucking Cowboys. This goddamn Knicks. But I can't believe in the Knicks. I can't.
Yeah. If the Knicks make the finals, man, pray for Mike. He's in Connecticut.
Well, guy, I literally I didn't feel the pain of New York. But when Melo was there, I wanted them to go to the finals every year, and I never got it. So it is what it is. But if New York doesn't go, I ain't heartbroken. But if they do go again, I think it's hilarious that Mikal Bridges is in his second finals appearance, and Devin Booker ain't sniffed it since.
Whatever Eastern Conference team loses in this conference final, I'm gonna be funny with it. The first guy you should be looking for is LeBron.
Yeah, where's he going?
If New York or Cleveland loses, the loser of that series is probably gonna be looking to try to go get LeBron.
Hey, look, the New York LeBron just fits.
But hear me out. That's even more reason for the league to keep Cleveland out of this finals, because then you could be like, oh, they were right there. They just need one more piece. 2-3 comes back home, finishes his career there. They go to the finals. I don't think he wins it. I don't know if they're going to be good enough. But
man, I'm a bet underdog. Cleveland in 5.
I don't know, but him with Mitchell would be an interesting pair. And you wouldn't have to worry about him going away because LeBron don't go away no matter how old he is.
That would be LeBron with Mitchell. Mitchell would be the second best pure scorer that he's ever played with. And probably in his prime, the most athletic. I know Wade is Wade, but he was getting older.
And then you don't have the issue of worrying about who your big men are down low because you got Jared and Mobley.
Now, what I will say is
you have Jackson Hayes and Rui Hachimura in L.A. I mean, it's a complete night and day difference here.
The only problem that I would have with LeBron on this Cavs team is he kind of makes things difficult for Jared Allen because LeBron needs a big in the corner.
That's why I said they're going to look at him because they're going to sign and trade LeBron, and we're going to take Jared Allen.
Hey, that's a come up for y'all, though. That's
and
Luka
gets a serviceable big man. That's not bad.
That works.
Hey, does it have to be a trade or is he a free agent?
No, he'll be a free agent, but for that to like work, the Lakers might do a sign and trade situation. The NBA does that a lot.
Yeah, because if they do that, that'd be a way for. I see Jackson Hayes doesn't shoot, so never mind. Yeah. Let's say because you can get Jackson Hayes over with Jared Allen part of that deal. But anyway, no one else got NBA because we got to talk about some ice.
Oh yeah, there's some ice going on tonight.
Yeah, there's some ice on tonight. Will's Habs are up 2-1 against the Sabres.
Fuck the Habs, man! Don't you ever.
They scored too early. They scored within the first 3 minutes of the first quarter. And
Habs
they
are up
again. Minutes average.
Habs are up 2-1, I believe, right? Too, because that's still the score. 2-1.
2-1. 2-1.
Man, come on! God, I hate the Blue Jays. We're not even talking about baseball either.
2-1 at the end of the
Yankees.
Second, and then you have the Western Conference Finals. Golden Knights versus Avalanche. I believe that's the matchup.
What a freaking powerhouse of teams you could have for that. I'm just saying. Definitely. You got the Golden Knights who have historically for their franchise been good every year. And you got Colorado that just built this team. But again, they are down to a very bad goalie, okay? Like what absolutely destroys a team in the playoffs for hockey? A bad goalie. They have the weakest goalie of the final 4 teams, well, 5 technically, but that'll be over with tonight. That's going to be their biggest problem because they're going to have to stop the scoring of the Knights. But I think, other than the goalie, the defense of the Avalanche could easily take over the game and help because they have a scoring defenseman, can help get them past the Golden Lions. The Golden Lions. This is wrestling. The Golden Knights. And then obviously the Hurricanes waiting in the wing for whoever plays here. I do think the Hurricanes are the clear-cut favorite against the Sabres or the Habs, to be honest with you.
I just think the Hurricanes are like the champion right now. Just give them the trophy.
Oh, absolutely. No, Tuke, I'm absolutely with you for sure.
It's on they over here just chilling, man. And NHL, everybody else is slugging and fighting and going the distance. And this is the Carolina Invitation. This is the Hurricane Invitational.
I mean, they got one of my favorite players in the league on there still massively in his prime, Sebastian Aho, who's ripping goals like crazy. Stahl's still on the team doing things. Taylor Hall, old, but still doing his thing. And then
Taylor Hall.
Yeah, really. And then goalie plays good because they've used two this year really religiously, but they've got a veteran in there playing. And a veteran goalkeeper is better than no goalkeeper in my mind because I really had to get around to be able to do the stuff. When did
Carolina get ice?
That's a great question.
Hockey in Carolina and them being good, I'm not used to it.
Sabres have one more.
I have a little sympathy towards the Hurricanes because they took Nikola Ehlers from us last year from Winnipeg. So I hope he can go and get him a Stanley Cup championship. That'd be sweet. But yeah, no, Taylor Hall's still doing things over there.
Is Buffalo officially eliminated?
No. They're playing right now in the Canadians are beating them 2-1. So Buffalo still has a chance.
So that's what they're playing. Let's go Buffalo. Get the Habs out.
And actually, too, I think the World Hockey Championships is going on right now as well. Which is interesting. They're not going to get a lot of talk over the NHL over here in America. But, that's going on
absolutely.
Right now. You got noticeable guys like Sidney Crosby playing.
Absolutely nobody's paying attention to that right now. We are in the thick of it when it comes to hockey. This is the time of our lives right now.
Hockey World, Switzerland, U.S. U.S. I guess are the defending champs of the Hockey World Cup.
Mike, are you a Bruins guy, or are you kind of about the whole I don't really watch hockey thing?
So I used to love the Bruins when I lived in Maine. I was playing pond hockey, and I loved Cam Neely and Ray Bourque and all that shit. But then you move to Japan, and it's not exactly a hotbed of hockey.
Fair enough.
They have less ice than us. Than Carolina is.
So you don't really get it. And then I came back, and I'm like, I kind of gave up on hockey because I'm like, I can only handle being a fan of two teams, or my heart would have exploded.
Yeah.
So I need a break. I can't root for two teams in the same season, or I'd never make it. I'd never make it.
Mike fans too hard to have that many.
To be fair, the Red Sox were probably the team to root for during that time period because I think the Bruins won a Stanley Cup recently, but it's
11.
It was before. It was before the Red Sox went on that terrible
18 Red
series.
Sox, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't do baseball either. Too boring, and I need the summer to recharge my fan battery.
Oh, I get now what you were saying. I get it now.
Fair.
Because you're talking about the Celtics during this time. My bad.
Well,
my bad.
Yeah. Anyways, I was at Fenway when all four franchises sent players to on duck boats to celebrate because we had won a championship in every sport of the four main sports within an 8-year span, I think it was. It was fun meeting all them players, man. Pedro's hilarious.
Too bad the MLS didn't have a champion that year. That'd be wild.
It wouldn't have been us. We suck. Or we have for a while.
Oh, no, that team sucks, dude.
No, they got better for a while there, then they fell back off.
What, the Revolution,
actually,
right?
they got better. During that time, they were getting better, and I actually had one of the players from the Revolution in my wheelchair at Fenway and gave me his number and yo, hit me up. You can come to any game. And that's how much we don't care about the Revolution that I had free tickets and never took advantage of it.
I don't know. I might have hit that up, to be honest with you.
It's Foxborough, but it's so damn far from where I'm at.
I think Tuke and I kind of hit on it a little bit. I think me and him both think the Hurricanes kind of the most unstoppable looking team. Will, I don't know how much you've even delved into it. Do you feel the same, or do you think it's the Avalanche?
I actually haven't watched enough of the Hurricane. All I can say is I know team-wise the Avalanche are stacked. I love their team, but you're right. The goalie situation is not good. right now. So
I'm gonna be real with you, but Golden Knights to go. It don't even matter because you can get
I don't
points
bet
off
against
Golden
the
Knights.
Knights.
You can get points off the Knights. I'm gonna take the Avalanche over the Knights in the West Conference Finals.
Yeah, and then I'd say
And then
most
they're gonna have to deal with that goalie problem when they play the Hulk Hogan's in the NHL, and that's the Hurricanes.
And I do think I was about to say that most exciting player right now in the playoffs, Sebastian Aho. I mean, kid's unstoppable.
I love Zegras. I think Zegras is so much fun to watch.
He is. He really is.
He does filthy things.
He came onto the scene and he was literally, to me, he's not skill wise as good, but he is literally the Shohei of baseball.
You know who he remind me of? He remind me of more energy, a little faster. Tyler Sagan, like the way Sagan burst onto the scene, being able to score goals and being so skilled.
Yes,
he's got that in his game. Oshie too.
But that's basically all we got on the ice. So moving on, I don't really have anything for MLB. I'm going to say, did anybody watch Pete Crow Armstrong though? He had two funnies over the weekend. He goes up the bat. They hit the Undertaker gong while he's getting ready to get on his first pitch. And he just stopped and looked around like, what the hell? That just goes to show how scary the Undertaker's theme is for people.
Yeah, it's crazy. You hear that, you're looking for that man.
And then we had another explicit moment. He is over on the side, getting ready to run out to the field. Some female fan looked at him and said, "You suck." He turned around and said, "You can blank my blank, bitch." I was like,
"Oh
damn.
yeah, the cosplayer, right?"
Yeah, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yeah,
he was in the news twice this weekend.
Dude, this kid, I love him. I love everything about him. He can move. He's fast. He can field. His hitting will get better as he goes along. It's still decent though. He can hit. It's gonna get better though, but he can hit. Like he's a 5-tool player, and I'm pretty sure he's an American, which is not a lot of those guys starring like that right now.
He's a chirpy Verdugo in my mind.
Yeah, he runs his lips a lot. I love it.
And I think he's only like 24, so he's young.
Oh, he's young. Yeah, real young. I don't think he hit arbitration yet.
No. Hottest teams in baseball right now. There's a lot of there was a team surging. I forgot who it was. I think the Braves are still up there doing good. I don't know how, but the Tampa Bay Rays are 31-15 right now. That's pretty cool. Me and Tuke talked about it a few weeks ago with the Athletics are 500 and leading their division, which is insane.
It's a dog shit division.
You got to get real. They're the team.
Well, no, it's really not, because it's the Athletics, it's the Rangers who are coming off a decent season, Seattle who are consistently good and have Rayleigh not doing well, Houston who we always expect, even though they're
this
cheaters.
year it's been rough.
Yeah, and then unfortunately Tuke's Angels are sitting at the bottom, but I mean
we always at the bottom, dog. We always at the bottom, man. And the Trout's playing though. And that's good to know.
It's a miracle.
If I had to pick a surging team right now in MLB, it's definitely the Cubs. The Chicago Cubs are back, and they're young, and they're exciting. Their pitching's great. Watch out for the Cubs, man.
Haven't they been on like 2 separate 9+ game winning streaks in this season already?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're a dangerous team, and you got to watch out for it. And by the way, the Reds got swept by them. The Reds literally were part of that 9-game win streak. It was bad.
And
Philly isn't Philly 15-4 in the last 19 games or something like that?
Mentioned Philly since they fired their coach, 15-4, one of the hottest teams in the league. Though they're 8 games back still in Atlanta. They are, to me. I went to a game last year, and I seen that lineup, and I said, "Yo, this is probably the best team in lineup wise. The best team in baseball, like on the pad. Like I can't believe I was at a Phillies Red Sox game last year with the Red Sox dominant pitcher pitching versus at that time the Phillies dominant pitcher. Like that for how much that game was, it was the illest game I've been to as a fan of sports. And I still think that the Phillies are the best team, but they're not playing good right now. But they start gelling. I feel bad for America.
Yeah.
Hey, my NL team cooking. Shout out to Atlanta.
Looking at MVP odds right now in the AL, Bobby Witt Jr. is leading the way, followed very closely behind Yordan Alvarez.
Best player in baseball, Bobby Witt. Not naming Shohei anyway.
Yeah, but Bobby Witt's absolutely insane. And then in the AL, you obviously have the normal names like Aaron Judge.
So who Who are the Royals farming Bobby Witt for? Because he's never going to stay there.
Oh, you already
Who gets
know
him?
it.
I hope it's the fucking Red Sox. I really do. I love Bobby Witt.
That sounds like
You see the play he made yesterday?
pinstripe name. That sounds like a pinstripe name.
You stop that. Don't put that in the air. Had enough.
And current right now, Cy Young leaders for the award are Cam Schlittler. What a name.
Yeah, Cam Schlittler had like 10K.
Schlittler. It's Hitler, but more fun.
And then Tyreek Skubal also. And then on the other side of things, Paul Skeens is obviously leading it, even though he had one bad game this year. It happened to be opening day, but since then,
I love that
he's
first
been good.
day. Everybody was on his ass.
And then I'm very happy that Dylan Cease, something good for the Blue Jays this year. Dylan Cease is also in the running for the Cy Young in the AL. Do you know what? I'm not really shocked. No Red Sox pitchers. They're all dog shit.
I like Crockett, and they played terrible this year. Actually, though, we have two young studs in Connolly Early and Peyton Tolley, who have actually pitched pretty well. They've gotten no run support because for some reason the Red Sox are dog shit this year. So,
can we all come up with a team right now? Mike, you're more welcome to be a part of this, but I know you not doing the baseball thing that much. Is there a team that you are surprised is at the top of their division right now, and are you surprised with a team that has done absolutely bad this year?
Bad is my Sox. We're supposed to be better than this. We were supposed to be better than this, for sure.
Would you happen to say that the Rays being at the top of our division right now is kind of shocking as well?
Only a little, but here's the thing. In my years in this division as a Red Sox fan, I've noticed a couple of things, and one of those things is that the Rays have two versions of themselves where they are awful and they're just farming players for the Yankees and the Red Sox. And then every now and then, because they're always picking high, because they're always dog shit, every now and then they have a really good team. Remember the years when they had Crawford in them? Like they had Crawford, Kazmir pitching. They had horses pitching. Like, what's happening over there? This is terrifying.
You know what I'm happy about?
Like the Rays have had good teams in the past, but it's always fleeting because those guys never re-sign, and they always just end up coming either to the Red Sox or the Yankees.
And the fans don't support.
Half price.
And the fans don't support. That's why.
No, why would you? You're in Tampa. They just go to the beach.
There's not a lot of surprises here. I mean, I guess you could say the Athletics in a terrible AL West is a surprise. But you know me and whack teams, I kind of said the Athletics wouldn't be the worst team in this division. I said that, I think, when we talked last year. But the surprise, and it's not really a surprise because fuck Detroit sports, but the Tigers, I'm happy that they're going back to God's graces to the bottom. They're fourth right now in the Central.
For Detroit.
They're 5 games, 5.5 games behind the Guardians. The Royals are the worst team in that division, but they're not too shabby themselves. So that's interesting for me. And other than that, I mean, you can laugh at the Mets all day. Can we laugh at the Mets?
Yes, we can. I wasn't even going to bring them up because I'm just laughing about that. I think the team that I was surprised would be bad is, again, I shouldn't say this because last year would have been the year to be surprised about this, but I still think that they have a chance of improving and constantly getting good. How are the Orioles not good yet?
They were super young, and I think their little run was
Cinderella.
Just like I think it was just that youthful ignorance where they were good because they didn't even understand the pressure. And then the next year, everyone was looking for them to be great, and they laid an egg. And I think this is kind of just what they are. This is what's going to happen to the Orioles. It's the same thing that happens to the Rays. They have a bunch of good players that they've drafted. Almost all of them will end up on different rosters. They're not going to stay. Upstead, what up, Mike?
Oh, man, Jake, man. Why you text me that? Now I have to tune in tonight. And you know what's crazy? In division-wise, we'll get off MLB. Shout out to the MLB. That the NL Central, every team is 500 or above right now. Real competitive division there. Cincinnati stands last in that division, but they're 500. I think all those teams are decent. The Cubs obviously are the cream of the crop right now, but shout out to the NL Central.
Will, you are a smart guy. I know exactly why you brought that guy in here. We're about to take this podcast global. We're talking about the World Cup.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, Will, Mike, this is your turn. I don't know shit about this.
I'll let Mike jump this off. We got the
So-
World Cup. What qualifiers
This-
coming or?
This is where like having Cameron here would be amazing because I'm talking football with him yesterday and like he's naming players from like Uzbekistan and all these different countries, all these teams that first time made the World Cup, and I'm like, what the fuck is he on about? Like, I'm focused on Scotland.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm like, just make it out the first round, make it out the group stage, let me be happy, and then it'll be the best friggin' Scotland team of all time. We're not going to win it. It's probably going to be like France, Portugal, Spain.
So dirty.
Spain's got the best player on the planet right now, and Lamine Yamal. But like France is just unbelievable. Argentina could still pull it off. I hate to say it, but I think England has a dark horse chance of winning, even though I want nothing to do with those, bastards winning.
For the Queen!
For the Queen, baby, for the Queen.
If you can take France and get the easy money, you take a dark horse like Morocco, that's a good squad. Brazil's not the same Brazil that we've all come to know and love. Like this Brazil team, even though they're probably still top 10 in the planet, this is a bad Brazil team. Neymar didn't even make it. So it's like,
yikes.
Like I would say, the Netherlands is got like, it's probably like the Netherlands' last hurrah. Belgium is their last hurrah. But it's going to be a good one. And
Hell yeah, I'm Dutch. Let's go to Netherlands.
Let's go.
Boston. Go to Boston during the Scotland games. It'll be nothing like you've ever seen in your lifetime. The single greatest fan base in the history of all the sports.
I look forward.
Yeah, man.
So
this is heavy.
I'm taking a look at our show notes. Do we have it says down here host nation discussions? Do we have a host nation already? Do we know where this is going to be played?
Yeah, they're playing in America. All state, basically between 7 and like 10 places in America.
I think
U.S., Canada, Mexico.
Mexico also got some games. Canada, I think, got a game or two. So yeah, the whole U.S. of A, you know what I'm saying, is getting love here. We're in New England, so the Gillette Stadium will host about 7 to 9 games over the course of from the I think like the 23rd to like the 9th of July, 23rd of June to the 9th of July. I know New York, Chicago, LA. So there's a lot of the big places that are hosting these teams.
I thought I remember hearing, because Cincinnati has FC Cincinnati and they just built that nice new TQL stadium and it's state of the art. It's nice, but it is in a shit part of town. I really hope they don't get to host nothing.
I don't think so.
Hold on. You got groups A through L here. I was gonna sit here and read groups, but I'm like, God damn, you basically got 29 groups.
Mike, it's like you already got show notes, my friend, because you already named some dark horse countries, Morocco, and a couple others. That was good. And do we have a Mike?
Haiti, baby. Let's go, Haiti. Happy Haitian Day. As a matter of fact, today. You know what I'm saying? So Haiti, baby's a sleeper, baby. You heard?
Do we have a early favorite?
Early favorite? If I had to go, Ivory Coast, baby.
You're stupid. Ivory Coast is wild.
I would say France, Spain, Portugal. Those
definitely not the U.S., huh?
No.
So here, listen. I'm going to go on a quick rant. If you'll indulge me a wee bit, I'm going to go on a quick rant.
No, go for it.
The problem with the U.S. is for years they wouldn't send their best players overseas. It's like
Donovan was like the only one, right?
Get these guys to fuck. But then Pulisic does it, and now it's like, oh, well, maybe this is what we should do. But too many guys from the MLS are on the U.S. national team. And your goalkeeper, none of your goalkeepers are playing overseas. The most important position on this team, historically the best position on this team, and they're all playing in a fucking 13th rate league. So and it's just for whatever reason they can't gel. And you've got talent, Pulisic, Weah, Weston McKennie, Serge, Dest, like Tim Ream, Aronson, like a bunch of guys that are playing well and playing overseas, but like they just can't put it together. And the problem is, and I think maybe this is just angry old man yelling at the clouds. They're still focused on trying to out athlete teams. You can't out athlete teams in football. You just can't do it.
That's
you have
the
to be able to
American
outplay
way.
them.
That's the American way. When you're a hammer, everything's a nail.
Well, guess what? This is why the game played in the United States. There's gonna be some home cooking for the United States at some point in this tournament. I hope that the United States
FIBA ain't trying to hear that shit.
And the United States is gonna get. They ain't gonna win it. Definitely not. I am not. Would never put a silver dollar on the U.S. to win anything, like Mike said, football related, because of the way they go out in games. It's not the approach of like the ladies, like we're gonna play, chess. They're out there like, oh, we're dogs already and we should win. No, hell no. We've seen this script before with the men's team, but I think this year will be a little better for the men.
I want to
US
correct.
is one of those sneaky teams that if they made like the last four, I really wouldn't be surprised. But if they got bounced in the group stage, I wouldn't be surprised either. That's the US in a nutshell. Like they could go on a spectacular run, get the right matchup, get the right team against them, and they could go on a run. Or they could fuck it up, lose in the group stage, humiliate the country, and there'll be another 4 years before anyone in this country gives a fuck about football again. Like that's just the way it goes. That's honestly the way it goes with this team.
You get us to the Final Four. And more people will watch and more people will play. And you get better athletes to play this sport.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to have some kind of success. Otherwise, there's nothing enticing American youth to play this sport.
Exactly.
Well, here the problem with football in this country, it starts at the developmental levels because you have too many fucking spastic Yanks coaching these kids. Oh, we need to win. We need to win. The kid's 5. Right? They shouldn't give a shit about winning at 5 years old. Develop these guys. Mm-hmm. Stop making it so bloody expensive because a lot of these clubs that you see, like the AAU stuff and above, it's all about the best kids whose mom and dad can afford to pay or who can actually get in there. It's not about the best kids. This country should be dominating in football, even if you're not getting what you would consider your top tier athletes, because it's such a diverse population. You got Polacks and Mexicans and a bunch of like Haitians and stuff. You could get a dominant football team in this country if you would just develop properly, teach them how to play, teach them the European Brazilian style. Stop focusing on the athletes thing. Who was it the other day that said if the US had their best athletes playing football, they'd win a World Cup? Was it Gronk? Get to fuck.
Probably.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Like, work on the youth stages of football in this country, and the US could potentially in my lifetime before I die, make it to a World Cup final. But they don't care. It's all about money. It's a grab. Even a low-level club where it's non-profit, it still costs about $3,000 a season, and that's the fees, the uniforms, travel expenses, having to stay in a hotel. Like that shit adds up. Now I got lucky in that I didn't have to do it all by myself, but like that stuff adds up. And and the fact that I had a kid who's good at the game and who actually loved it, I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. I don't care. Whatever he needs, I'm going to do it. And he got, he was lucky enough to be good enough to get into college. But like some of these other kids, like you're missing out on top tier talent at the youth level because it's too expensive. And these kids, these kids can't do it. Like the fact that like you don't see a large, Hispanic community or like a big Hispanic population on the U.S. national team over the years is baffling to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
It is crazy. Yeah, they got to play more. You're right. They got to make it cheaper so that kids can get in earlier to the sport. Like, could you imagine if Jahmyr Gibbs played soccer from like birth with that kid's speed and agility? Like, But again, that's the problem. All we want to do is we want to field like 11 Mbappes. Like we want everybody out there to be a pace monster. But the truth is you got to be able to play this game, especially on the World Cup level. That's not like you got to be able to play. can't just be fast.
Well,
So
look at every other country on the planet where football is the top sport. Their players play football. That's it. They're not out there playing, football for 3 months and basketball for 3 months and baseball and tennis and golf. They play one sport. In this country, you hear these douchebag athletic directors and stuff. Well, if you want to go to college, you got to be a multi-sport athlete. Get the fuck. You only say that because for like Yank football, NFL football, you can be an athlete and make it. Like, look at the guy that got drafted to the Eagles, or whatever. Never played a down of football in his life, but he's a friggin' athletic freak, and looks like he's DK Metcalf from Nigeria or something, and he's getting drafted to the NFL. That's never going to happen with like regular football, because if you're a good athlete but you've never touched a football in your life, you're never going to be any good. If you're a good, like if you play football like my football, and you're just a good athlete, you can go play any other sport. It's the inverse doesn't work, because it's called the sport of like thousands of touches, because you have to practice. You have to have that hand-foot coordination. It just doesn't translate. So this push for being a better athlete and blah, 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 it's fucking bullshit. And that's where it's like,
I mean, you need a lifetime buildup of cardio too, honestly. I mean, the amount of running and up and down the field, and it's a soccer field is a much bigger field than a football field, much bigger than a lacrosse field. I mean, it's literally the biggest field that you can play on in a professional sport, I believe.
Yeah, I remember I had this crazy rude awakening about these sports. One day, my homie was at a college, and my brother came with me, and there was like this intramural flag football for like this college. Just very simple, just flag football. A bunch of kids from the college wanted to play football. So we go there. We bring like 3 or 4 people who could play, like maybe not D1, but like D2, D3 football. Like they could play, like they're athletes, okay? And one of the other teams that we faced in this tournament was a team filled with soccer players. And when I tell you they ran us off that field, there was one dude so much faster than everybody, like just beyond faster than all of us. Nothing we could do. And we had some sprinters on our team. Did not matter. So yeah, it's a different muscle that they work in, and it's a skill game. Soccer's a skill game. It's not just about being the best athlete, but
well, and this is the thing, and like I've talked about this with like my pals and stuff, and both my boys. If Messi and Ronaldo grew up over here with the exact same skill set, they'd have never been picked. They would have never been picked. They would have never made it, because they're not, your 6'4", 225-pound linebacker size. They'd have never been picked. They'd have like been shunned. And it's like, stop it. Fuck's sake, stop it.
He scolded him. All right. That is our World Cup coverage for this week. You know what time it is, people.
Oh, don't play my thing.
Why wouldn't I, bro?
We haven't done any freaking cutaways yet. I mean, why do we got to do a cutaway for this?
Because I didn't have them set up for this, but this one I know where it is. And guess what? Let's get ready for James NASCAR News. NASCAR News coming at you live. Let's go, Jakey.
Hey, we had the NASCAR All-Star race this weekend. It was fun. It was a fun time in Delaware. We did they normally do it at North Wilkesboro. This year we did it in Delaware at Dover at the Monster Mile. And NASCAR should have known they messed up when they did this. Who won this weekend?
My man, Bubba.
Bubba. You wish you Bubba won. My man. We had Denny Hamlin take over the Monster Mile once again. 3rd straight time he's won this race. That was a 3-peat, back to back to back. The winner of the race won $1 million. Goes to Denny. He's already rich enough. I don't know why they let him do that. But
donation. Fuck them kids.
So you know how we all look forward to the dunk contest or the 3-point contest or whatever in these all-star competitions. Well, what us NASCAR fans look forward to is the fastest pit times. Zane Smith's pit crew did their entire pit cycle, which is a tire change, 2 full tanks of gas, or 2 full gas cans, 12.3 seconds. Outstanding. And that goes with And that's also with Zane Smith having to come in for a pit. They don't just get to go right out to the car. You got to wait for the car to get there, jump over the wall, don't lose a tire in the process, nothing. They absolutely killed it. Shout out to Ford's Zane Smith. That was absolutely outstanding by you. But no, we had 3 stages of this race. We start out with 40-something drivers. Only so many people get a guaranteed cut, but they do segments instead of stages. So first stage, a couple guys got knocked out. Second stage, a couple other guys got knocked out. Denny Hamlin started on the pole. He battled with Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick, and who was the 4th guy? There was a 4th guy there. Who was the 4th guy? I forgot. Who cares? He didn't win. End of the day, your boy Denny Hamlin won this thing. And I mean,
enough is enough. Denny Hamlin.
How could you not? I feel like just like everybody else in the NASCAR world hates Denny Hamlin because of how much of a fan I am. I'm going to get y'all to hate Denny Hamlin.
We just hate him.
I hate him. I'm sorry to hate him.
We just hate how much you love him.
That's great. Before I go into anything too crazy, Took, you got anything for me?
Yo, so we know the All-Star game, but this is interesting about NASCAR because NASCAR had his All-Star game this week, and there's something next week that might be better than the All-Star game, but at the same time, kind of a big deal in NASCAR.
It's the biggest spectacle in racing.
WrestleMania.
The Indianapolis 500, baby.
Indy 5.
The NTT track is owned and operated by Roger Penske. He took it over when it seemed like it was going down. Shout out to Raj. I'm not a Ford guy, but he saved the track, made it better, did some updates and upgrades and everything. This year, I don't pick a different driver to root for in the Indy 500 every year. The last couple of years, I've actually stuck with the same driver. Mexican driver Pato O'Ward, 27-year-old phenom, biggest rival to Alex Palou on the circuit right now. I do like Joseph Newgarden, but he drives for Penske. I try not to root for Penske drivers because, I don't like Ford, even though they drive Chevy in the Indy series. But I'm hoping Pato O'Ward can do something. David Malukas, second year in the circuit, is going to be starting in the top 6. Good for him. Homegrown guy is also starting in the top 6. Palou, I believe, is starting in the top 3. I do not think he won the pole. But yeah, no, I mean, great Memorial Day weekend. I mean, we got the Coca-Cola 600 after that for NASCAR in North Carolina. Nobody's trying to do double duty this year. The last 2 years, Kyle Larson tried to pull double duty, or it's all together. If you can complete both races, it's like 1,000 or it's 1,100 miles that you drive total that day. But what they do is they're already in Indy. They race the 500. They drive to the airport, get in the helicopter, go from Indianapolis Airport all the way down to the Charlotte Airport, and then they helicopter to the track to get into their car to try to race in the NASCAR race. Kyle Larson had issues with weather both years, and he also wrecked with 40 laps to go in the 500. So he had to go. He went and tried to go complete the Coca-Cola 600. But favorites going into these, Chase Elliott always does really good at the Coca-Cola 600. Kyle Larson, all the Hendricks guys really do well at this race. It's considered, it's almost a super speedway. It's almost there. It's just under 2 miles. So the 4 guys should be showing up pretty well. It's a drafting track too. Toyotas don't really draft that well. That's fair. Toyotas don't really draft well, which is going to be rough for the Toyota drivers, but they should be fine. It's going to be a fun weekend of racing. One more shout out to Denny Hamlin, best driver out there. Favorite to win the NASCAR Championship Series.
My favorite to win the Indy 500, Joseph Newgarden.
That's Joseph. Joseph Newgarden.
I was gonna say Joseph. I didn't want to be with the Joseph.
Took he won. He is the first since I think Helio Castroneves to win back to back. He won in 2023 and 2024.
Oh yeah, it's a good time to go three times.
So and not a lot of guys have done that. The most that I think AJ Hoyt, Helio Castroneves, Doran Ferrucci or Fredici, something crazy. He's won 4 and someone else won 4. And then there's a couple of 3s. And Newgard's one of the very select group of guys that have won 2. So, no, good week of racing. I cannot wait. This is
all
my
these
favorite.
odds are dope. See, this is the type of betting I like.
Yeah,
when
there you
all
go.
the odds, no matter the circumstance, can win me some money.
There you go. Yep.
You know, ain't no negative lines. All these are positive money lines right here.
Duke,
Whoever wins.
if I were you, I think Alex Palou is a great pick for the Indy 500.
He's 5-2. So even if I bet 10, that's like $35-$40 off the win.
And I'm still gonna make my pick at Pato Award. I'm hoping he wins. He's bound to do great things in the series. Other than that, it's been your dash in NASCAR. Moving on. Does anybody want to talk about what happened in the PGA this weekend?
No.
All right, good. Next, NCAA key updates. Nothing about college baseball is interesting because Dale's not here. No LSU updates. No big storylines. Does anybody have any
BC gets their asses whooped this weekend in baseball. Probably the biggest series that we had all year against Georgia Tech. We shitted the bed. This is not going to look good when the committee looks at this. Hopefully, we can still make the dance. But, yeah, that was a tough blow for our BC Eagles this past weekend.
Nothing crazy in the NCAA. No one here watches the UFL, so we're skipping that. And we're almost back on time. But we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite topic, NFL news and schedule talks. Schedule release happened. What you guys feel about your team schedules?
I ain't really looked fully into the Cowboys schedule yet. It's gonna get me high blood pressure. So I'll look at it at some point after my birthday.
Fair enough. Tuke, me and you talked in depth about the weakest schedules in our own group chat. But I want to bring to the show, who do we think has the toughest schedules this year? Give me the top 3.
Cowboys.
I forget what I put in here. And then this is their chair deck area.
I think, honestly,
that's where I think I'm at.
The Rams schedule looked kind of crazy. And this is based on who I looked at. I try to give a glimpse of everybody's. Not crazy in full, but
that's what I think.
We know the Patriots schedule is easy as hell.
I didn't think that, but all right.
But not top 5, not like easiest like last year.
Yeah,
It's not even top 5.
No, we had like the second easiest schedule last year.
And the Cardinals.
According to AI, top 5 hardest schedules are the Kansas City Chiefs with a .536 opponent winning percentage, Arizona Cardinals with .538 opponent winning percentage, the Green Bay Packers .538 again. Miami Dolphins, which sucks for them because they're a terrible team. Their opponents have a .542 winning percentage.
That's great for them. They want to lose.
Oh, they'll get that number 1 pick for sure. And the hardest schedule this year. And we're going to be able to see Tuke's medal for sure. Khalib's medal this year because the Chicago Bears have a .550 opponent winning percentage.
Guess who's not a favorite in none of their games this season?
Who?
The Arizona Cardinals are not a favorite in any of their games this season.
Well, having the 4th hardest schedule is bad.
Yeah, they said they're not a favorite, and you look at their first 5-6 games, about 5 of them are like double-digit spreads.
Yeah, that's what happens when you go through a season without a real quarterback and just Jacoby Brissett.
Do you think the Cardinals pick up a QB before the season starts? Who do you think they go after somebody?
I think they rock with Jacoby, bro.
And if Jacoby goes down, they're definitely going to be playing back.
So that means they'll be in the same situation next year with the top 5 pick.
And then, Tuke, I know me and you went into depth in the chat, but I might as well just go ahead and bring it to the show. 5 easiest schedules, according to AI, are the Falcons, the Colts, the Bengals, the New Orleans Saints, and the team with the easiest schedule this year. So don't be surprised if they finish 8-9 this year. The Cleveland Browns. Whoever has the easiest schedule is almost guaranteed at least 5 wins. I've looked it up the last 5 years.
Man, they hooked my man. They hooked my man Daniel Jones up. They hooked my man Joe Burrow up.
They did hook up Joe Burrow. If the Bengals absolutely suck this year, don't win at least 11 games, destroy the team, Bob. Oh, that's the Reds. My bad. Destroy the team, Paul.
He said, "Destroy the team, Bob."
Dude, the Reds are
Bob
pissing me
caught a
off so
stray.
bad right now. Dude, the Reds are pissing me off so bad right now. I cannot stand Bob Castellini. I hope he fries.
This is just a little outlook. Thanks for hooking this up, Mike. Yeah. So this one says Cardinals #1, easiest. Oh no, toughest.
Hardest. Giggity.
They said Panthers toughest. Miami, yeah, it's rough. Atlanta and Chicago.
Chicago.
I think Chicago overgoes that. I think Chicago.
Bears.
They overdo their schedule. I feel like they'll do some damage.
I don't really want to go too deep into the primetime matchups yet. That can be a thing that we push off the next week.
We can push it on Wednesday too. Play call sheet, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Wednesday. Oh, thank God for Wednesday. We're not going to do track game either. I mean, it's just too much. We don't know enough about these teams yet, in my opinion. Team expectations. We got 2 Patriots fans here, a Cowboy fan and a Giants fan. What's your expectations for your team, fellas?
I expect to make it back to the playoffs. Despite what my fellow 2 bum member and Patriots fan believes, I actually think I expect our defense to be better. And I expect us to trade for AJ Brown.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty given. Will, my team expectations, I'm only going to give one. I expect our offensive line to play better.
It would have to. It can only go up.
That is what that is a want. That is a wish. That is a hope. That is me. That is all I want. Yeah. I don't care, bro. We could only win 5 games this year, but if that offensive line looks way better than it did last year, I'll fucking take it as a win.
I'm gonna throw this bone out here for you guys. We can talk more about it on the play call sheet, but I'm hearing there's another team looking for AJ Brown services and what they have to offer.
That's a Jacksonville Jaguar.
Yes, Jacksonville Jaguars rumored giving picks or pick and Brian Thomas Jr. for AJ Brown.
They stupid. Why are they so hyped to get rid of this player? I think he has a lot of talent. Like, I don't know why they're so ready to get. And then he's already played well at times. Why are they trying to move him?
You have one bad year. Come on.
It wasn't even bad. It just wasn't what the first year was, which was pretty good.
Exactly. And it's called a sophomore slump for a reason.
Yeah, they're crazy for trying to get rid of him. There must be locker room shit or something.
Mike, expectations for the Giants?
I would say ceiling 10-7, floor 7-10. I think the Harbaugh effect is gonna be huge this year. And obviously this is it, if we don't have any major injuries and nothing like that. But I expect us to be competing for the wild card. I think 3 teams out of the division are going to make the playoffs potentially, between Philly, Dallas, and us. And I just want to see the defense get back to the way it was like back in the good old days. Like, we've got on paper one of the most talented defensive units in the NFL. Like, I want to see like 50 sacks. I want to see a bunch of turnovers and stuff, and I want to see Jackson Dart not have to be the man just yet. I just want to see him like ease into it. And I think it just all comes down to health. If we're healthy and no major injuries to anybody, I think the Giants are competing for a playoff spot, and they're going to be the next up and coming team in that division for a few years.
Is Slayton still on your roster? Darius Slayton?
He retired, didn't he? I thought he retired.
No, he's still there.
The young receiver?
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking of the corner. That's Slay. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Slayton. No. So for your team, I need to see Slayton take a jump. I know he kind of is who he is already, and we're not going to see any drastic jump, but I need him to take a jump to help my man Neighbors out. Because, Neighbors is he's getting all the coverage. Of course, he's getting hurt. He's having to do everything, and he can do it all. I love Neighbors, one of my favorite receivers in the league already. But yeah, can someone on the other side help him now? And Wandale's gone. So you got to.
So here's what I've been reading. If Neighbors comes back healthy from this second procedure he had and he's good to go, they're talking about, at least I'm reading, that likely is going to be like the other big wide receiver hybrid on the other side. Malachi Fields will be the 3, and Slayton will be your number 4. And then that way you can use likely in the mismatch because he's more of a receiver. He's like the Gonzalez Shockey receiving tight end. And then that way you can leave like one of the other guys in there to block. But Slayton for us he's a guy who's probably going to peak 50 catches, 700 yards, or like 5 touchdowns, but he's got a history of too many drops. It's like the fact that he's still with us is amazing.
Like, I thought they'd keep Wandale over him, but Wandale played his way out by he's gonna make too much. So I'm not looking for Slayton to be a 1,000-yard receiver. I'm looking for him to be a consistent enough help on the other side that that he can take advantage of the fact that he's gonna get single coverage all the time.
Even Mooney might come in and we
got him. You got Mooney. You know what? Fuck Slayton. Mooney. I forgot you got Mooney. Mooney's him.
And Calvin Austin, I think we got him too. So it's like the wide receiver room is deep. So the thing with Slayton though, I'm a fan. He seems like he's a nice fella, but I don't know. He might, if he makes it to the 53-man roster every week. That'd be amazing. That's an accomplishment in itself, honestly.
Yeah, he had some bright moments last year, but he needs to take a jump or jump to another team or something. But it look, if Malachi Fields ends up being good, I'm worried that Malachi Fields is Coleman, just big and slow, and Coleman not slow, but big and not as athletic as some of the other guys, and maybe can't create separation. But if he can make those contested catches, he could be a really good receiver next to Neighbors, a good number 2.
I think with Fields, he lucks out because where I think Keon Coleman was expected to come in and be the number 1 guy, Fields will never be the number 1 guy. We have our number 1. Fields can be, 2 or 3, and I think he's going to fit in. He's going to be able to transition a lot easier. So if Fields, does what we expect Slayton to do. We were hoping Slayton would do 50 to 60 catches, 800, 900 yards. That's what he does. Nice. Good on you, mate. That's what you're going to do at your number 2, 3 wide receiver. I actually still think likely he's going to either lead or be the number 2 guy behind Neighbors with receptions this year. So,
and we got to keep Dart from hurting himself.
Oh, for sure.
He's a maniac.
Just stop.
The CTE twins over there. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Just try to stay in pocket. Let's not roll out so much. I feel
or just get down, bro. I know you love to play the game the way he plays it at full tilt, but get down so you can keep playing the game. So look, Harbaugh was great with Flacco. He knew how to play pocket offense. He got Lamar, and I think he got away from that, but I also don't think he was good at coaching that. I think he goes back to try to get pocket because Jackson Dart is a great thrower as well. What he did get Lamar to do though was stop taking big hits. So hopefully he can get Dart to do the same.
I think it's a match made in heaven, honestly. I got 2 more things NFL, and it's all interactive.
Hold on.
Cowboys.
Oh, my bad.
There's no. Oh no, I'm gonna keep this good and short. Y'all know my expectations, and if y'all don't know,
bold, baby, bold.
We'll tap them
He's going bold.
It's our year.
Yeah. All right.
Welcome.
Which and you don't have to delve deeper if you feel like you got to go for it. I already have my pick. The team, how's this worded? The team under the most pressure this year. The Buffalo Bills are my pick.
I mean, that's
for me, that was last year. Keep it real.
It's still happening because they didn't do it last year, so it's still happening to them.
No, I understand.
Don't they still have McDermott though? No, they got rid of him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of like last
year
was like.
They get a little pass. So
do you consider this a soft reset?
I think it's a little soft. I think it's a soft reset. Now, if they blow the NFL out the horns the first half of the season, then Buffalo's gonna be in that spot again. But I think after last year and everything else, I think this roster is okay. But depending on how the Patriots play, if this is the Bills team that came last year is the same Bills team, I'm not contending them anything at all.
And if I had to pick, you just made me take that pick away. All right, fuck it. It's the Cincinnati Bengals. Come on now. You went out. You recharged the defense. You got healthy players coming back. But here's your biggest issue. You guys needed to draft defense. Great. I'm glad you did that. But at the same time, you needed to build a line, whether in free agency or get some linemen in the draft. You guys are returning the same 5 linemen that blocked for Burrow last year that got him killed, hurt, and out for 10 games. That's a problem. And if you guys can figure out how to block for once in your life, which is what you get paid to do, maybe Burrow might be able to stay out on the field and do something, and we might be able to see the Cincinnati Bengals go back to the Super Bowl. But that's a big if because Zach Taylor's not a great coach. So, yeah, hot seat Zach Taylor, and the team that is under the most pressure is the Cincinnati Bengals because that Super Bowl window is about that big.
I like your first pick better. I like your first pick better. The Bengals, they're still not under that pressure because, in my opinion, because they didn't do enough in this offseason, and their problems weren't a one offseason fix, in my opinion. They had too much to fix. Like you said, the line's garbage. They added to the defense, but they added pieces to the defense. Like, they added a great piece in the middle, but that defense was dog shit.
So there's no way you can only get better from there. I mean, they got pieces. They got Brian Cook, and they got Dexter Lawrence. Picked up Kyle Duggar, who's good for run stopping. They get run over all the time. So I think they're expecting their young edges to show up and do something.
Which is when they made these moves. What did I say at that moment? I said, you guys went out and built a really good run-stopping defense for a league that doesn't
on pass.
that doesn't run. So, like,
but I will say they are in a run-first division, though.
Facts. I agree with that.
And that's 6 wins if you can figure it out.
I think a team that I would have under a lot of pressure, even though they should get a pass because they've made some changes and it's kind of a soft reset. But I don't care. The roster's good enough, and you have one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. Baltimore Ravens.
There's no pass for them. They are under pressure. Oh, no, Will, you took my team. We're going to talk together.
Oh, it was yours?
Nice. We're going to talk together on this because I just think it's the most pressure because the coach left, but you still have like your Lamar's dominant. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, top 5. So, yeah, man, with the team that they had last year, they missed the playoffs last year. This is why they're under the most pressure. They missed the playoffs. And they're going to come back this year with a team that people will probably project to win the division. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. And the first, 6 weeks of the schedule will tell it all to me, honestly.
Also, in that division, like, who cares about the Browns? But, like, then you got the Steelers. If you let the Steelers also with a new coach and a 1,000-year-old Aaron Rodgers outperform you,
1,000.
They're dropping a bomb on that team, man. They're going to have to.
Call that man $25 million. Don't call him Aaron. Call him $25 million.
Yeah, really.
2.5.
Mike, you got a team that's under fire right now? Hot seat.
So, I was going to say AFC, Baltimore, in a roundabout way, Pittsburgh, because they kind of put all their eggs in the Rodgers basket, and they actually brought him some weapons. So, like, there's no excuse for them to at least get out of the first round. But in the NFC, it's either Detroit or Dallas. Like, both of those teams have to do something. Like, Detroit should have made the Super Bowl by now, and they haven't. And it's like that window's starting to close a wee bit. And then Dallas, like, they shockingly, they actually made good decisions in the offseason. So, like, Dallas should minimum make NFC title game. If they don't, it's like Dallas's window's about to close too, because they're not getting any younger, and Dak Prescott's not gonna, magically go back into an athletic quarterback. So it's like, I think Dallas and Detroit, and on maybe San Fran. Like, that's another team that's like underachieved the last few years.
I can speak for Coach. If Coach was here, he definitely would have picked San Fran because he's had their entire coaching staff on the hot seat for 3+ years.
It makes sense.
You said Saints?
No, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. Yeah,
I just feel like a bunch of teams. I feel like a bunch of teams in the NFC. Dallas and Detroit for sure. I feel like San Fran, okay, but we see San Fran even with injuries and all that stuff kind of balance themselves. The Packers are a team too that you can put in the scope if you really want to, depending on how you go with it. You know what I'm saying? It feels like
No,
they're
that's a
in that.
super fair pick, Duke. I'm kind of with you on the Green Bay thing. You
Mhm.
can't build the roster the way you have, be this successful, and not get to the bowl.
So there's a
And
lot
they
of
have
NFC
they
teams.
have a competent coach too. Anybody else got anything to add to this before I ask the last segment of the NFL?
No, I would ramble off like 3 or 4 more teams, and then we'd have half the league. So
I really want, and again, this is in the show notes, thank God. I really want an early Super Bowl matchup right now from all of y'all.
right now, without the gang here, okay, all right.
It's in the show notes. I'm allowed.
I'm allowed. Too bad the guy who gave the show notes also ain't here.
my pick, and the AFC's a toss up, but my NFC pick's pretty cut clear. I think it's going to be the Rams from the NFC. That's my pick for Super Bowl 61. I believe it's 61 this year. It's the Rams, and it's a toss up right now. You can coin flip me the Ravens or the Bills. The 2 new head coaches, 2 teams that need to win right now. It's one of those 2. I don't want to give a true pick yet, but if I had to, I'm going Bills. So it's going to be Rams, Bills for me.
Super Bowl. God damn. You already know on the NFC side. Damn, why you put me to this point, dog? You about to curse myself. Cowboys.
I love it.
Cowboys in throughout all the scrutiny in the offseason not related to football. I'm gonna go Cowboys Patriots.
Yo,
Patriots
you
make
understand
Super
the
Bowl game.
show we'd have to do? The show we would have to do if that was the bowl, it'd be so much fun.
It'd be a watch along.
Jerry
Yeah,
Jones versus
Mike, what
Mike
you got?
Rabel.
Will's still thinking, or he just wants to save his. I don't know. I can't pick up on it.
You're right the first time. I'm still thinking.
What you got, Mike?
So I agree. The Rams from the NFC, and this I could get killed for this one, but if everything remains the same, like everything's equal, I could see Jacksonville sneaking in. Like that's a sneaky link pick right there. Like Rams, Jacksonville. Like that would not shock me one bit. Like they're right there, so I could see that being a pretty fun Super Bowl.
They have a lot of motion with the new coach, and it seems like Trevor's starting to figure it out.
He got a haircut.
Did he cut the? He cut the locks.
Cut the locks.
The golden locks.
Yup.
Is he got a buzz cut now? He looks like a cop.
Sunshine.
My man just turned into Gangsta Sean.
Oops! I just kicked my trash can.
I forgot. Like,
it's not. It's like it's a style. It's a style.
I gotta see this. Hold on. I gotta see this. Trevor Lawrence haircut.
Well, Will, you gotta give your pick though.
I'm gonna go. Honestly, you guys both surprised me with the Rams. I picked the Rams last year. I like the Rams a lot. But I'm hard pressed to pick a team who drafted a fucking quarterback in the first round when they're set at quarterback for now. I just think that's crazy. I don't think they gave him the help that he should definitely need. Man, you know what? I don't have any reason right now, from what I've seen. I don't have any reason to pick against Seattle going back. That defense is still going to be good. They're still going to get after the quarterback. And the only thing, it's so unfair that every single time we're just like, well, let's see if Sam Darnold, he's a champion. And I'm still thinking in my mind, like,
can he do it again?
If Sam can maintain it, I think they can be back there.
And I don't know what they did at the running back room, but are they really putting all their eggs in the basket? Was that Carbonnet?
No, they drafted the guy they drafted the guy from Notre Dame.
Oh, the second guy? Nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I think they have enough depth. They don't have a look for the playoffs. Bro was going off. What's his name with the Chiefs?
Walker. Texas Ranger.
Walker. Yeah, the Texas Ranger. He was going off in the playoffs for sure. During the season, it wasn't like he was like, oh my God. He was just a good part of a 2-back system. And he stepped up when Charbonnet went out. And played even better. He's the starter, I know. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with them for now. And in the AFC, I think the safe pick is the Bills. I do. I think the safest pick. I think they have to step it up. And like I said, the best part of that team was supposed to be the defense under McDermott.
But they did not perform.
But they didn't perform, and the best part of that defense the best part of that team ended up being the offense. And now Joe Brady is the head coach, which means, Josh Allen's going to get everything he wants. They went out and got guys for him to throw to, even more now. They have low key and never talked about one of the best running backs in the league.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, I think the Bills
took that right from his brother.
Yeah, I think he's monstered it because he came in and started playing good, and his brother just faded.
Oh, his brother faded, disappeared more like
it. Disappeared. He stole all his abilities.
I'm gonna thank myself for that.
I was a big Dalvin Cook fan, and then Dalvin Cook, and James Cook just said, "See you, brother."
That's one of our earliest funny we got on Jake things when you were like he was one of the best, and I was like, "Yo, bro, he's not."
No. What happened is fucking Thanos snapped his fingers, and that's what happened.
Yeah, he vanished. Bills in Seattle. Dark horse. I like Tuke's picks though. I like Patriots Dallas. I think that's amazing if that happens.
Pretty good show, fellas. We got some shout outs.
Shout out to Mizzo popping up at the drop of a hat. Simple text, and he came through. Appreciate you, brother. Like, share, subscribe to everybody. Shout out to the chat.
Roll call.
Yeah, y'all can. Oh yeah, y'all finish y'all shout out, and then I roll call.
All right.
Hey man, shout out to the plug. Shout out to the Dallas Wings on getting a victory over the Mystics. Dubsat. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the ladies there, man. Continue to climb 2-2. The goal is 10 games over 500 this year. That's my goal for y'all. Despite y'all didn't do what I wanted y'all to do. And shout out to you guys, man, for a hell of a show. Cooking all cylinders, man. Mike, shout out to you. Even though you're a goddamn Giants fan, I had to hear 10 minutes of Giants shit. But other than well, man,
we gotta deal with all your Cowboy shit. You're good.
Yeah.
Hey, I started liking the Giants a little more once they beat Tom Brady and the Patriots, because nobody could beat them.
Of course, you hater.
So when it comes to the rivalry, fuck y'all. I can't wait to see y'all week 1.
Mike, you got a shout out? I'll go after you.
Oh, shout out for you, lads. Thanks for having me on the show. And always appreciated. Like, share, subscribe, STWF. Hey, Will.
What's up?
Told my wife I was building a model of Mount Everest. She said, "Is it to scale?" I said, "No, just to look at."
Nice.
Just to look at.
Yeah, I'm normally the guy that never has a shout out, but no. Shout out to you three. You guys are great. Shout out to Coach, because I finally discovered that show running is a very hard job when we have the personalities we have on this show. You guys are fantastic, and it's not easy to reel you guys in, but I had a lot of fun doing it. And we ran an hour and 55 minutes here. This was a great show. 2 came in late. Mizzo, surprise guest. Shout out to you, Coach. You do great reeling us in.
Yeah.
What's the damn deal, Coach?
Yeah. What's the damn deal, Dale and Coach? Yeah, you touched on a great point. A few things. One, I would love to show you. I don't have it pulled up here, but I would love to show you guys the itinerary. The show layout that he
made the job so much easier.
It made it easier, but also he might have autism. It was because it was so organized. It was hard to look at. It was phenomenal. He had everything down to the picogram, down to the second. It was crazy. He had mapped it all out.
He ain't seen nothing like that since the tap out.
He was throwing topics in there that we don't even normally discuss, and they all had he had bullet points. This shit should have came with a PowerPoint. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So shout out to Coach for that shit. Can't believe what he did. It was impressive. And yeah, I didn't even Jake, we didn't even discuss this. Jake, I love you just took the reins. You were like, Will's gonna be looking for shit and pulling shit, and you ran the show. Great. Not that I didn't think you could do it, but yeah, you took that. I know it, Jake. Jake saw the timestamps that Coach put on that itinerary, and he was like, this show is for me to run.
Yeah.
This is my kind of show.
Yeah.
It's all scaled out for me exactly. Yo, I know you did because we didn't even discuss it, and normally you would, but you saw that shit and just ran. And yo, shout out to you.
It was one of those moments. I mean, you saw me throughout the whole show. I was like this the whole time. I leaned forward.
Yeah. So I respect you. You did a great job. You held it down, and it made it easy and fun for me. And yeah, we gonna be back at it tomorrow for the chop up. You know how we get crazy. And let me give out the shout out. Shout out to Mr. Sexy Scottish, even though he's here. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to, I believe that had to be Unk posted from the STWF TV.
Yep.
And that
Shout
guy
out to
was
Wayne's
trying
got
to
the
get
dub.
reviews. And that's it. We had a small crowd today, but we good. We had 17 watching right now. If you're not commenting, that's cool. But all feel free to comment. We interact with y'all. We love talking to y'all.
Y'all coming up.
We answer questions, talk about the topics you want to talk about. We are a pod of the people.
We answer good and dumb questions, even though there's supposed to be no dumb questions. I've heard quite a few in my lifetime. So.
And I answer all the dumb questions.
You usually ask it. No, I'm kidding. Shout out to you fellas. This was great. And be back tomorrow. How we signing off?
What's the sign off?
You know how I go it.
Wemby, baby.
We're gonna do Wemby. Wemby, baby.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.